Hey guys, today I have another cloth diaper review for you. Today we're going to be talking about the Happy BeeHinds Hybrid All-in-One Diaper. These run $13.99 on the Happy BeeHinds website. They are meant to fit from 8 to 35 pounds, which is a very standard one-size cloth diaper weight range. And they also have all natural fiber absorbency inside, which you guys know is great. So let me show you this guy up close so we can talk about all of its little features. So let's talk about this insert here. It does snap in. This little guy, according to the website, is 4 layers of soft absorbent bamboo cotton topped with bamboo velour, which is a super luxurious feeling, like very soft fabric. And the shell also has that soft bamboo velour in here, but it also has built-in absorbency. According to the site, it has 5 layers of bamboo cotton inside the shell itself. So the insert does have 2 little snap-ins here, which go into the back side, the butt side of the diaper. Snap it right in there, and then it is all loose in the front. On the front here, it does have crossover snaps. It has 2 vertical snaps with an extra horizontal hip snap on both wings here. It's kind of like an envelope style, so you can see the absorbent inside meets the waterproof outside part here. This is something that doesn't need a cover. It's waterproof in itself, and it kind of has just like a really fluffy, like loose trim around everything. It kind of gives it a little bit of a unique look, and I must say I've never had any issues with like leaking or wicking on any of these edges, so if that kind of concerns you, just know that I, at least personally, haven't had any problems with that. If I snap it all out here, you can see that it actually has 4 rise settings, so it has a lot of adjustment for baby as they get bigger. Just has the single leg gussets inside there. Elastic on the butt side, of course. It doesn't have a tummy panel on the inside of the front, and it doesn't have any elastic. It's just straight across right there on the front belly side of the diaper. And yeah, that's about it for the breakdown on the features of this guy. So for the absorbency of this guy, I just took the insert, laid it out on the counter, poured some water on it until it started to pool around the edges, and it held 1 full cup of liquid. Now, with that being said, the body of this diaper actually has more layers than the insert itself, so realistically you could get like 2 cups of liquid in this guy, which is a ton of absorbency. We have personally not had any issues with leaking, wicking, overly saturated diapers. It's been totally fine in use, like in real life in our household. Now, with that being said, I'm kind of on the fence about this diaper. It is really affordable as an all-in-one, like 14 bucks for an all-in-one. That's really nice. When Barret was a tiny baby, I could just get away with using the shell and not including this snap-in insert, and it was enough absorbency for him, and it made it a little less bulky, so it was easier to put on a tiny baby body. And so in the newborn days, this actually worked. Let me show you how small it gets when you snap it all the way down. If you're not including that snap-in insert, if you're just using the shell with the absorbency that the shell has, it was perfectly fine for our little newborn Barret once he lost the umbilical stump. That's important. It comes up too high. Most one-size diapers are going to come up too high for when baby still has their umbilical stump, and you don't want to be like covering that up or putting a lot of pressure in that area or making that area saturated, you know? You want the belly button to breathe before they lose their umbilical stump. So those first couple of weeks, this did not work because of the umbilical stump, but as soon as he lost it, it fit perfectly fine. It was a teensy bit big in the legs, but we still used it and never had any issues with it. And the waist fit him perfectly without using the crossover snap. And Barret was born at 7 pounds 7 ounces, so a very averagey sized little baby. So this is as tiny as it goes. I am using the crossover snap here, so that's the tiny little waist you can get for a tiny baby. And then the tiny little leg holes, not as small as other like newborn size diaper leg holes, but still pretty tiny for a one size diaper. Like I said, it still worked totally fine on baby Barret, even though they're not, you know, not the tiniest leg holes. They were a teensy bit big, but we never had any issues. So if you have a baby who's like 8 pounds or over, this should be perfectly fine. fine once they lose their umbilical stump. Now, I did mention that it doesn't have a tummy panel inside. I could totally see that becoming a wicking issue if you have a tummy sleeper. Using this diaper for bedtime or nap time could become a problem. We personally haven't had any issues with it because the diaper has so much absorbency in there. It just hasn't been a problem, but I could see if you have like a heavy wetter and they're sleeping on their belly, this might let the pee wick onto their jammies or whatever they're wearing, just because it doesn't have an extra tummy panel to protect the inside of the diaper. So that's one thing that I'm kind of like, oh, I wish it had a tummy panel. Now, overall, I do think it's an affordable diaper. It's a cool little concept. I like that you can use it without the bulky insert for baby when they're teeny tiny. I like that it fit pretty well when baby was teeny tiny. But honestly, the thing that bugs me the most about this guy is that it never gets dry in the dryer. So I always have to lay this out on the rack to dry for a couple more days after it comes out of the dryer. Now, I have a bunch of flats. I use a big variety of diapers, but most of my stash is flat diapers. And so flats get dry pretty quickly, and I do have handfuls of other inserts that come out of the dryer and are just still a little bit damp. So I always have a handful of things that come out of the dryer still damp. And since it's only a few items, I don't like run the dryer extra long. So it does kind of bug me that I have to lay this out all the time, and it's just super annoying. So I'm kind of on the fence about it because I like the design of it. I like the velour inside. It's super soft. It's just a unique little, you know, kind of like envelope style diaper, and I like it, but the fact that it always has to go on the rack to dry more, it bugs me because I'm a person who loves using flats that always come out perfectly dry, you know? So being so used to using so many flats, I'm kind of like spoiled in that way, right? What are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at the camera.
You're pointing at the camera?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say I hope this review was a little bit helpful for you. If the dry factor doesn't bother you, if you always run a second dry time, you know, then maybe it wouldn't bother you, but that's just the one thing that bugs me. I know maybe it's a little thing to some people, so maybe you would totally love this diaper, but that's just the one thing that bothers me about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope it was at least a little bit helpful for you and you learned something. Go check out Happy BeeHinds. They have lots of affordable diapers on there. I do have another review coming on another all-in-one from them. I don't know when it's gonna be out, but it's on the list of things to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what other videos you have requests for down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!
Look at me.
Are you gonna say bye?
Bye!
Oh, also, Erin was watching TV the whole time, so I hope that wasn't distracting in the background.
I got shot.
What? Oh, you got a shot?
Yeah.
When Erin went to the doctor on Friday, he did get his flu shot, but he was so tough, right?
The camera, I was not tough.
You were not tough?
Yeah, cause it does hurt.
It did hurt, I know, but you were still so good about it.
I
love you. Okay, can you get up? I gotta turn the camera off.
It was right here.
It was on your arm. Which arm was it on? Do you remember?